Good Sunday morning. I'm Shannon Sims.
And I'm Charles Benson. Welcome to 4-1 Forward.
From today's TMJ4, this is 4-1 Forward.
Believe it or not, a year from now, the Milwaukee Bucks will be in their new $524 million home. The Bucks Arena is expected to be a game changer.
Not just for the team, but for the city as well as the state. Now, the guy who has been the face of this project is Peter Fagan.
His official title is Bucks president. But Peter, I think, first of all, welcome. I think I saw in one news story, they called you the mayor of Buckstown.
Well, now that Buckstown doesn't exist, I don't know what a role that is, but sounds great.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this arena. Everybody is fascinated with it. They watch it go up week by week. Where are you at right now in terms of the building process?
So I think we're 60%, completed. We're very close to enclosure in the month of November, which means it will be weatherproofed, which means everything will be focused on the interiors. So we're in good shape to get on track and on budget still, which is quite an accomplishment.
Talk about how you look to have this institution, the brand, the franchise, as a huge impact on Milwaukee.
So we've always said the arena and the team are the catalyst, the magnet for everything else. So how do we affect the community, specifically in Milwaukee, but around the state? How do we affect the brand? How do we redefine entertainment and retail and really create a magnet to draw density and volume to downtown Milwaukee, specifically on the west side of the river? So it's essential that the team and the building are that special and great to attract people around it.
What about the area around? You say that the arena is on track. How about that public space that has all the entertainment components? Will that also be ready by the time you guys tip off for the first game?
We're probably a couple weeks away from announcing our first anchor tenant, like in the entertainment plaza, which will redefine kind of family entertainment and be a really cool announcement in the city of Milwaukee. I think we'll have substantial completion of 2 of the 3 buildings without a question as we open up the season. And next week we open up our 1,250 spot parking structure right across the street from the new arena, which will really alleviate some parking issues this season.
So, Peter, tell me about the vision of that. We're seeing some of the pictures of it. Madison has the state capitol. Green Bay has Lambeau Field, the legacy, the icon of a stadium. What you're really trying to create here in Milwaukee is this entertainment capital. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think we're trying to create that destination. So it's a little bit more than entertainment. So we want to create density. We want to have people living there, working there, and playing there. So part of this is
Why was that important to this whole vision?
It's the only way it's successful. So you cannot have an active neighborhood 24/7, 365.
If no one lives there, no one works there, right?
You got it. If you don't have people, it's kind of the equation doesn't work.
How hard of a sell was that for Milwaukee?
It's a big sell because it's changing behavior, which is one of the toughest things. So it's not the most pedestrian city in the world. Like, we don't have people from out of state in the 7 counties kind of coming down for weekends, unless there's an event. So you really got to create the curriculum, the activity, the destinations to kind of change that.
And it's interesting that you say that because we do have destinations around town. We have the museum, we have the lake, we have other things like the domes, but it's not centrally located. And that's what you're trying to do here?
You got it. So there's a ton of patchwork, like we call it. So part of this is like, how do we start creating connective tissue? So connective tissue to the entertainment and the convention center, connective tissue to the east side. How do we create events that actually draw people? Part of it is we have a conduit and connector to Old World 3rd Street to kind of just build a larger neighborhood and really kind of take advantage of all the great things that currently exist.
So it's not just about building this arena. It's also about getting the community to buy in. And one of the ways you were doing that is trying to hire folks from the city and pay folks from the city living wages.
Yeah, I think one of the visions of this whole thing is our owners from day one said we will have family supporting wages, which is so important. I think part of that, even back up a little bit more, is our work development. So, we are dedicated and really created an infrastructure to help the city train prospective workers, employ them, and then more importantly, retain them for our own business as well. You want to have employees who stay with you for a long time versus the turnover.
So have you met those guidelines and those goals that you set in terms of minority participation and the wages?
Sure, they're all guidelines and their goals, and we've surpassed them, and we continue to surpass them in the 40% for RPP. But really, our goal is to create new baselines and to reimagine like what it means, because we just do not want to have work development for a 2-year period of an arena development, we really want to create a platform for work development for all projects, more that we'll be doing as well as other parts of the city.
Well, just to give our viewers an idea, can you talk about any of your specific projects that you have put in place to ensure that after the build of this arena, you want to continue to have people who live in Milwaukee working at the arena at a wage that they can support their families?
Sure. So we're doing things with the Carmen schools, with MATC. We're doing work development programs. We're actually recruiting high schoolers who understand how important it is that there are actually jobs in the trades. We've actually done an apprentice program that's put more than half the workers on the site in an apprentice program, which is just incredible. It doesn't happen. And then the other side of that, what we'll start doing about 6 months before the arena opens, is the end use jobs. So all the service jobs you can think about in the arena, all the soft training. So what's it like to be in the hospitality business? How do we do recurrent? So we retrain them and just keep them engaged, because we want them to have a career. We want this to be long term.
So take me forward to a year. What will it be like for a Bucks fan to walk into that arena? What will they experience besides the game?
So you'll redefine the service quotient, you'll redefine the experience and the entertainment. So this is the wow beyond expectations. So the minute in a perfect world, from the minute you get in your car to come to this arena and the minute you get out of your door, you are wowed, you love it. Whether you win or lose, you are traversing around. You're wowed by social areas and open concourse. You're wowed by the food. You're wowed by what the entertainment is on the court. You're wowed by the way we've used technology to interact in social.
Am I going to be wowed by the ticket price?
You won't be, because you know what the ticket price is already. So we haven't been shy to the fact of we've been annually increasing the ticket price to get to an NBA average. Okay. You know, I think we had such depressed pricing that it was hard to compete, kind of the NBA. So we've been very transparent in saying, by the way, this is where we're getting to. We've got a 4-year plan, and it's worked. Our season ticket base, has quadrupled, and next year we'll get to 10,000.
Wow. Get in on the ground level if you want to get in, is what you're saying.
You should sell for us.
All right.
Create the urgency.